The purpose of this video is to show you how to format an outline in Microsoft Word, the 365 version. If you're one of my students, I have another video that shows you how to access the Microsoft suite of products through the Galveston College homepage. So here's my document. I've gone ahead and already typed a title. And the first thing I'm going to do is put my cursor where I want my text to start, and I'm going to start with my outline. So I'm going to talk about my education background first. And I have a couple degrees. I guess I'll start with my bachelor degree. It's from Texas A&M University. I have a master's degree from the University of Houston. And I have a PhD in progress at Texas Tech. So I want education to be my main heading, and I want these three things to be the subheadings underneath it. I want them bullet pointed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor at the start of it and highlight all three of those. And then up here at the top of the page, one of the options are bullets. There's an arrow next to it, and if I click the arrow, it gives me options of what I want my bullets to look like. But if you're happy with just the standard old bullet, if you just click bullets, there you go. It automatically adds the bullets and indents them under education. Now, I want to also add my hobbies. So I'm going to click the return key again, and you see it adds another bullet, but I don't want a bullet here. I want this to be another one of my headings. So I'm going to click the return key one more time. And here I'm going to start talking about my hobbies, which happens to be food. And I like to garden a little bit, so I have some herbs. I like to eat, because who doesn't? And I like to cook. Again, I want these three things indented and bullet pointed under the word hobbies. Hobbies is my heading, garden, eat, and cook are my subheadings. So I'm going to highlight those again, and once more go up here and click on the bullets, and it indents it. Now let's say I want to add a secondary list under cook, some different things that I like to cook. So I like savory foods, and I like to decorate cakes. But I want those to be underneath cook. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to highlight those. And then up here, where it has next to the numbers and bullets, are these two things with the arrows. There's a decrease indent and increase indent. The one that pushes it to the right, that's what I want. I want to increase my indents. I'm going to click on that with those highlighted words. And there we go. It adds a secondary bullet point and pushes it underneath the word cook. Okay, now let's say instead of doing a bulleted list like this, that I want it to be a more traditional outline with maybe Roman numerals and ABC and 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of this. Oops, let me start with grab my E here. And instead of the bullets, I'm going to go to the numbers. Just like they have that down arrow next to the bullets, they have one next to the numbers as well that gives you some more numbered options. So look at these multi-level lists down here. That's what I want to do. So let's put this, I like this one better than the other ones. I'm going to select that multi-level list. Now it put everything out, as you'll see it's weird, all these double number ones, and no, that's not what I want. So I'm going to fix it doing the same thing we did before. I'm going to highlight these 3 degrees that are part of my education, and then up here where I can increase the indent, I'm going to click on that. And now it's ABC underneath the 1. Same thing here with garden, eat, and cook. Let's highlight those and indent those so that they show up underneath hobbies. And then same thing, I'm going to push decorate cake and savory food. I want to indent that under the word cook. So once more, I'm going to click the increase indent button here. There we go. One more thing I want to do, I like my outlines to be spread out a little more on the page. So I want some spaces between hobbies and education. I'm going to insert what's called a soft break. So I'm going to put my cursor after the last word, after university there, and holding the shift key on my keyboard, I'm going to hit the return key while I'm holding the shift key. And I'll do that a couple of times to give myself a couple of spaces. So that's a soft break. So there's just a quick overview of a couple of ways to do a bulleted outline and a numbered outline using Microsoft Word 365.